Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to talk about a story that's making the rounds quite a bit as Steam is ending support for nothing that major, but I still feel like it's a bit of an end of an era, so we'll talk about that. And everybody's favorite topic, Borderlands 4, we got a bit of an update on that as the Borderlands Twitter account has put out a statement on everything going on, and really, like, brothers, this is what should have been the statement right out the get-go. The Randy Pitchford meltdowns are accomplishing absolutely nothing. They need to add a mute Randy Pitchford option, although they have that on X. I joke, but I'm talking about more so from a Gearbox standpoint and a 2K Games standpoint of muting Randy Pitchford on Twitter, because he is accomplishing absolutely nothing instead of just, outside of just being absolutely unhinged. But this statement from, the Borderlands Twitter account, I think is fine. And like I've said before, I think the game is quite good. Outside of the performance issues, I had a lot of fun with Borderlands 4, and I'm having a lot of fun with Borderlands 4. Just had to kind of bench that a little bit as I'm playing Legend of Heroes, but nonetheless, for the time that I spent on it, had a great time with it, and I have about 15 hours in the game, and yeah, I enjoyed it quite a lot. And like, outside of the performance issues, it's a really good game, but we'll talk that at the end of this video. First of all, Steam support has put out an official statement. Windows 32-bit OS support. As of January 1st, 2026, Steam will stop supporting systems running 32-bit versions of Windows. Windows 10 32-bit is the only 32-bit version that is currently supported by Steam and is only in use on 0.1% of systems reported throughout the Steam hardware survey. I actually got that wrong. 0.01% of systems reported through the Steam hardware survey. Windows 10 64-bit will obviously still be supported, and 32-bit games will still run. Existing Steam client installations will continue to function for the near term on Windows 10 32-bit, but will no longer receive updates of any kind, including security updates, which is a big deal. Steam support will be unable to offer users technical support for issues related to the old operating systems, and Steam will be unable to guarantee continued functionality of Steam on the unsupported operating systems. Users should update to the 64-bit systems. This change is required as core features in Steam rely on system drivers and other libraries that are not supported in 32-bit versions of Windows. Future versions of Steam will run on 64-bit versions of Windows only. We strongly encourage all 32-bit Windows users to update sooner rather than later. Most of you guys are gonna be on 64-bit operating systems, of course, but still a bit of an end of an era, and this would pave the way because Steam now installs as a 32-bit install. Now you could open that up for 64-bit installs as they are ending support for the 32-bit OS. So that might lead into some improved functionality on Steam and some improvements for Steam across the board. But yeah, again, not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but whenever Steam's ending support for a user base, I still feel like that's relevant information worth covering. So there you have it with that, and Steam potentially seeing some improvements in 2026 across the board with the focus on 64-bit. So yeah, moving on from that, Borderlands 4, man, the topic that has been on the mind of everyone, at least covering this story in terms of the Randy Pitchford meltdowns, which I just think have been absolutely terrible. I did a lengthy video yesterday talking about it, but the Borderlands Twitter account has put out a statement noting, "Hey Vault Hunters, we want to thank you for welcoming Borderlands 4 to the world. It's been less than a week since the game launched, and it's been incredible watching millions dive into Kairos and forge connections with new Vault Hunters. We're reading every piece of feedback you share. Some of the things we've already begun to take action on are, we know some PC players are running into bugs and crashes. We hear you. Updates to improve stability and performance already started rolling out over the weekend, and another is coming this Thursday. This is our top priority." That is today. That update is dropping today, and you'll be able to check that out later today, and by the time you're watching this video, the update's probably out. Another big update, a field of view slider option for consoles is in testing right now, and more information is coming very soon on that. Some console players have reported concerns with performance, and we're investigating those with planned updates coming. We've been thrilled to see many of you enjoying your time in Kairos, and as a thank you, we've also dropped additional in-game rewards with the Break Free Pack live now. That's free content rolling out. We value your feedback and are committed to delivering an incredible Borderlands 4 experience for all players. Thank you. Now, You know, this is a perfectly great statement. You're highlighting the issues that people have and just saying we're working on it, even though I think it's egregious how Gearbox handled the situation and how the situation was handled from the get-go with very, very lack of information with the system requirements and everything that went on there. But on top of that, like, this is all you need to do. This is the best thing you can do after you do drop a garbage PC version. It's like, just say you're working on improvements. Say, we hear you. That's all. Don't go on these unhinged rants about, you know, turning off settings that don't exist or the option to turn them off. Don't go on unhinged meltdowns being like, you guys need newer hardware for a game that, you know, just to be completely honest, doesn't look that good. Love the Borderlands art style, but it doesn't look that good. It's not that technically impressive of a game, nor does it need to be. I would rather Borderlands 4 look the way that it does and perform much better, but the issue is, it looks the way that it does, which I think is fine. It works in the context of the game, and it performs like crap. And you can say, oh, DLSS, oh, frame gen, and all these things. It's like, bro, 5090s and 5080s natively running the game as poorly as it does is absolutely heinous. It's heinous as far as the performance of this game, but, this statement, I think, is totally fine, but you look at the top comments or responses. Somebody says, have you tried telling Randy to shut the F up? Thank you, guys. Can you also add the setting to turn off Randy posting on Twitter? And now imagine if you did this just from the start of all the backlash about performances, instead of letting your CEO run on an unhinged rant for days splitting the community between premium and non-premium gamers. Like, the dude's an absolute clown and an absolute goof, and what does it accomplish? The people defending him are already the hardcore Borderlands fans that are gonna buy the game anyway. They're gonna buy Borderlands 5, they're gonna buy all the DLC, but you're gating away the people that either, you know, are fringe fans that checked out the games, or people that have somewhat of an interest in it, and then they just see this dude go on an unhinged meltdown. Like, what are we doing here? Like, that stuff is just absolutely nonsense. Sometimes it's just better to say nothing at all than say something and remove all doubt of your level of intelligence, or whatever that saying is, and now I'm showing my level of intelligence. You guys get what I'm saying. It's just like, bro, you're the CEO of a company. Just pick and choose your words a little bit better. And when I say a little bit better, like, just don't go on unhinged meltdowns and rants. Like, the performance is garbage. Accept that, own it, and then just say you're working on improvements, just like and I would love to see what other people that are working on this game, just seeing your boss going on this unhinged meltdown, this public meltdown on social media, and you can't say anything. He's the leader of this team, so it's just like, what do you say to him? I feel like you gotta come together and be like, boss, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Do you think this is helping anybody? Do you think this is promoting the game in a good way? Like, I get that some people say all publicity is good publicity, but, like, no, I just don't think that's the case. I just don't think that's the case whatsoever. But the game itself, I really do think is great from a gameplay standpoint, and I don't think the comedy is that, you know, glaringly terrible like it was in Borderlands 3, and especially Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I actually really do like the game outside of the performance issues, but the performance issues are so bad that it makes it a little bit of a barrier. Much like Jedi Survivor. Jedi Survivor, I think, was a worse version, at least in my experience, in Borderlands 4. But Jedi Survivor is a game that I love, but the performance was heinous in that game. But nevertheless, there you go with that update dropping today. By the time you're watching this video, probably out. And that's going to do it for me. Again, Steam ending support for 32-bit users of Windows. Kind of the end of an era, but nevertheless. And Borderlands 4 getting a new patch today. Hopefully performance gets better. But I've heard people say patches have come out and their performance has gotten worse. So, you know, take that for what you will. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.